Okay, so we're in Phu Quoc, and then there's a hotel right here called Seashells, shaped like a ship, which is kind of cool. And anyways, I'm in downtown Phu Quoc, so I'm just gonna try to get a feeling for this small little space, and I'll just highlight what I can see in this area and compile a video of images. So anyways, this is gonna be a third video of filming Phu Quoc. So let's check out the small little downtown of Phu Quoc. Okay, welcome to Phu Quoc, Vietnam, everyone. This particular video, this is number 3, and I think I have maybe 7 or 8. That's going to be all up above, so you can see exactly where we're at. And I'm putting different aspects of Phu Quoc up for viewers to see. I'll put up one a week, so maybe subscribe, check it out, and see other parts of Phu Quoc if you're interested. This particular video is what I'm doing is I'll show you on the map. So I'm right in this little downtown area, which is in the center of the island. It's kind of a small town, but it's the biggest town in the all of Phu Quoc. And I'm gonna walk around and explore it. Temples, I find a cool street, which is a pedestrian walking street with lots of food stalls. And this is my first encounter with it. I'm gonna film it again later in the evening when it looks really cool. And it also is kind of interesting just to map out what this town looks like. And anyways, this is the big town. And there's a bridge that I get up onto, all kinds of cool stuff. Anyways, let's just show you Phu Quoc's biggest town. Seashells, okay. So we're gonna probably walk along this waterfront a little bit. I think I saw a big thing that goes out in the ocean, so we're gonna get over there. And then we'll walk in and see where the market is at, which I think is more of a night market, but we'll find out about that later as well. So this is the beginning part of walking around the Phu Quoc town. I hope to find out about those vehicles later too. This is probably private property, but there's hardly anybody around. But there's a nice swimming pool of that property. I'm just gonna sneak in a little bit, try to capture the ocean. Got some strong waves around here. And we're gonna try to walk around. I think we're gonna try to get all the way down to that pier down there as well. And I better get out of the property before. It's a nice hotel. Okay, so I'm gonna venture on. Okay, so we just kind of came around the corner a little bit, and now you can see the waterfront on this side as well. And it looks like we got some coconuts and some tour buses. So I think everybody here is on the tour bus. And I think it's mostly Vietnamese that are traveling here at this time. Hello. Okay, so we're going to be at that waterfront in a moment after we walk by these tour buses. And now we got a sign for Phu Quoc up there. And it looks like I'm going to just try to walk around the peripheral part of the city. I don't think it's that big. Okay, so that's the waterfront right there. Temple. Okay. Okay, so that's the pier right over there, it looks like. So I probably will walk over there. Pretty cool. So yeah, there's a giant pier down there. It looks like a temple as well. Another temple here too. Oh, and there's a big one way out there, so I think I probably saw that larger one. Anyways, we'll check that out as well. And I think that's the core of the city over there. Yeah, it looks like a little temple there. So it looks like people are going up there. And then over here there's a little place to walk out. So we are going to walk out that way a little bit too. It looks like there's some strong waves. We'll check that out as well. Houston, Texas. Are those people that donated? I guess it is. Okay. temple. Let's see how far we can get on that water without getting wet. Okay, so she just walked out there a little bit. But when I'm looking at the water, it looks like it's like pummeling over the sides. We've got some big rocks right here, so maybe that stops it a little bit. But over there, we're gonna walk over there and just kind of check that out. Looks cool. Okay, so this is a spot that's just getting pummeled with water. So I think if you walk across that way, you're bound to get kind of wet, I would think. That looks like a little bit of a lake right there. Let's see if we can catch out a little bit. Get some giant wave that kind of startles me a little bit. There it is. Oh yeah. Okay, well, we're not going to go out too far. I am tempted, but the water looks kind of deep right there. But what I do want to do is get into the city. So it looks like we have a temple right there that they're going up to the top, and a lighthouse right there. And I think I'm going to bypass that, and I'm just going to keep walking around the city. So the temple was down that way. Now we're just going to walk along this waterfront. And it's going to probably end up, probably won't turn the camera on until we get somewhere interesting, which is probably over by those boats. Probably. It's kind of a passing thought. I wonder in the evening, I saw this in other places too, where it just really comes alive in the evening, and this could be a place where people dance and do some kind of exercise. But so anyways, this is the one that we're doing at, it's about 2 p.m. Might end up doing something different later. But yeah, this is going to be my overall Phu Quoc one. Let's go down this little lane with all the palm trees and get down by those boats. Okay, this is my first look at some of the architecture. I'm staying out on a main road, which is more like divided up, but this, I mean like large plots of land, but this one looks like that more typical Vietnam style, you know, like narrow, which I think is pretty cool looking, to be honest. Okay, so we kind of went away from the coast, but the coast would be right to the left of us. But we're kind of following it, and there's all this housing in here. So we'll see. And I think if we look down one of these alleys, we'd probably see all our boats. And maybe not. Some pretty cool houses like that one. It's amazing. And then I think that this is like little labyrinths of small housing located up on the waterfront. So I think we're probably gonna, we'll see our waterfront in a little bit, but this basically this little space like this. Cool architecture. Pretty cool trees too. Tuborg. Happy hour. So okay, so I think that big pier might be a road. Go check it out. So we just came up those steps. Okay, so now I kind of understand. There's a night market right over there. And I guess this is a town over here. It looks like there's a lot more towns that way. Now I can see all the boats. Gives me a much better understanding. So I was thinking that, I don't know, I have to check my map, that might be the town over this way instead. That'd be different than I thought. Okay, now I see. So it looks like now I'm walking out of the town. So this is actually walking out of that little peninsula. So that's good to know. I was gonna just keep walking down that way. So I guess if I can, now I can kind of see how this works. So the town goes out of that little peninsula thing, and it goes down a ways, quite a ways it looks like. And so this would be the separates, this is a peninsula part that separates this into like a little bit of an island, not a peninsula I mean. Some pretty cool looking boats. Super cool looking boats. So I guess what I need to do is go over on that side. So we'll do that, and I guess I'll walk down that night market in the daytime. Pretty cool. So now I'm on the other side. So it looks more like a fishing village than pretty cool. So we are going to meander and go check out the night market in the daytime, and then we're gonna walk around this kind of peninsula looking part of Phu Quoc. But it looks like the city does go up into that spot too, way over there. Very interesting. Okay, and we got our drivers right here too. So okay, so we're gonna head on down into that space over there. And my understanding is this is one of the main tourist things to do inside this town. This night market. So there's places to eat everywhere, and shopping and restaurants. But I don't know what it'll be like in the evening. We'll see. But this is what it looks like in the daytime. So I'll give you a little bit of an idea of it. I think there's some tourists walking this way. Original Thai food. Huh. Pad Thai. So I don't know how far down this market goes down either. I guess we'll find out. Seafood. So I guess we have lots of seafood. Some dogs walking down the middle. Dogs are kind of everywhere that I've seen in Vietnam. Keep seeing them. Anyways, these look like they go right up to the waterfront, so there's all these boats over to the side. Saigon beer. Ivana beer. Okay. Okay. So we got a massage stuff. I don't know if it's going to be much more interesting at nighttime. It looks like basically it's a place you can buy souvenir stuff, get food, but I think I can do that where I'm at already. But I don't know, it could transform at night and could be totally different. I am here in June, which is off season apparently. It's also a little bit kind of rainy season. Anyways, we'll keep on walking it and see. More tables to sit at. And these tables overlook those boats over there, which I think is the boats maybe bring in fish fresh, maybe. And then there's little alleys back in here where people live and such. I think we're going to be seeing a steady stream of that. Let me just take a look at this corner here real quick. Okay. I think it's gonna rain some more. Anyways, we're gonna keep on going down our path and keep showing you more of Phu Quoc. And this is the night market, and see what else we can see. So I'm where that blue dot is at, so it looks like I've basically already walked. I started over here and was kind of coming up near this Phu Quoc beach right here, and then that's where the temple was at. And then I basically walked up towards that bridge, and now we've walked all the way down. So we're actually, it looks like we're basically, if I take a left up here, it's basically where I would start to go back to the that main road that we're at. So it might be quite a bit smaller than I thought. But there's more to film because I can feel like I've only just tapped the beginning part. So it looks like down there would go into, I think there's more. Let's just see if that's the main road. And I think over here is more like residential stuff. So I think I might have found a, it's like it's gonna rain pretty hard. So it looks like in a minute, it's gonna rain. And I think that the main road that I started at is straight ahead. But we'll get a better sense of it. It's just the impression I get right now. Lots of Korean. Sing sing han han hey moo. That's reading the Korean script, but I don't know what it means. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Didn't know in that case. So I think one of the main attractions here is the seafood. So you can see I've seen a lot of signs for fresh seafood, and it's written in, this one looks like it targets Koreans. But I think it's available for anybody. But most of the script here is in Korean. And then other places I'll see script for Russian. For more Korean script. Of course, Vietnamese. Okay. So let me try to get a sense. So that's the other that's the other sign for the market. I still don't feel like I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to figure out where we are exactly in the city. Definitely gonna get more rain though. So that's the welcome to the night market. Phu Quoc night market. So we might come here at nighttime and see if it's different. So this road looks like it goes down quite a bit, and I think that according to my map, I think if I just go straight down that way, it goes back to the main street I started at. I don't know, we're gonna probably just explore down this way a little bit. Okay, I kind of see where we are. So basically, I started out where this main road is at, which is that right there. And then this other stuff kind of goes outside of the city. So actually every direction right here will go outside the city. So that will kind of start going outside of the, or I should call it a small town. We basically just saw the whole town. Looks like we're gonna get a lot of rain. Should I do a foot massage while I'm here? Okay, so we just did 1 hour. It was raining pretty hard, so I didn't film the rain, but it was definitely rainy season. And we're just gonna walk. Looks like we're gonna walk just down this road a little bit, and then we'll come back and then we'll conclude the film. But as you can see, kind of typical stuff that you hear about with the streets, including lots of bicycles that park on the sidewalk everywhere. Anyways, we'll walk a little bit more, and then we're gonna go back, turn the camera on again, and probably do some conclusion shortly.